I think they should see it because it's a very fun movie. It's you will never see a movie like this, so yeah, don't worry about that point. But I think it's a really fun, enjoyable movie for anyone to watch and to lose himself and just enjoy. Yeah, I think it. I remember I was like shopping in Blockbuster video store about 7 years ago, and I saw the video Iron Sky, and I was almost going to hire it, and I ended up going for something else. So that was the first time I saw the Iron Sky. Yeah, yeah, and I almost had it, but I didn't until I read the script, and then I watched the first one. Yeah. I thought it was really funny. I thought it was like once, like it was quite exaggerated and crazy. But once you let go of that, it's a pretty fun movie to watch. So I thought it was good, and I thought the actors did a pretty good job as well in that. Yeah. Well, I read the script and I thought it was hilarious, and I thought it was a really good story, and I liked the character that they wanted me to play. So I thought, look, I want to be a part of this. Plus, I was really looking forward to getting into it more acting. So, everything in my body was saying to do this, and it was a really big challenge because I had to learn not only the script and get work on the acting, but I had to learn an American accent and everything. So and get quite fit. I had to put on a lot of muscle and get a lot of fat off of me to for that role. So it was a big challenge, and I was looking forward to that. It's really hard to say what the biggest challenge was because there were so many different challenges. But I think you know being on set for 2 months and you know trying to get. I think, as you know, what the biggest challenge was getting past the nerves at the start. And I was quite nervous for the first day or two. I really didn't want to, make any mistakes, and I wanted to try and do as good a job as I could. So that affected me a lot in the first, especially the first day. But once the nerves went away after the first couple of days, then I was a lot more free and it was a lot more relaxing, and I enjoyed it a lot more after that. I would go right on a dinosaur. Yeah. I don't like being confined in tight spaces. I don't like flying much, so I think riding the dinosaur for sure. I knew I always wanted to get into acting. My mum and her brothers used to do comedy skits when we were younger. They used to film a lot of stuff, and we got a camera when me and my brothers were quite young, and we always did wrestling, and we did like try to do little funny movies. So I loved it, but it never became a possibility in my mind until I competed in martial arts, and I did really well on a world level in martial arts, and it gave me the confidence to want to pursue something else. And I knew I wanted a bigger challenge, and there was nothing I enjoyed more than acting. So I was like, okay, that's it. I want to do it, and it was good because at the time I hurt my knee. I had a big an ACL. I completely ruptured my ACL on my knee, and I couldn't compete for at least a year and a half. I needed to get surgery. I had no money to be able to afford surgery. So at that point, I was like, okay, that's it. I'm going to do acting, and then yeah, I was very lucky. A few things happened, and I ended up getting this role, which worked out perfect for me. And then I could afford to fix my knee and get back into more acting now. So I definitely want to play in a Marvel movie one day. So I definitely want to be a superhero in a Marvel movie, and just play interesting roles. I want to do all types of acting. So I'm not limited to anything, but the one thing I do want to play, because I'm obsessed with Marvel movies, is just a Marvel movie superhero. I don't have any. There's no superheroes that I like the most, but I think Thor is hilarious, and I think they've done a really good job with Thor. Yep, and I love Star Lord from the Guardians of the Galaxy. I think he's hilarious too. So I would love to play and Drax as well. So I'd love to play a character like that. I'm not sure of the amount of new characters that are coming in, which I would fit well into, but I'm sure there's something I could play.